Welcome again to the WAIMM Personality Profile Series. It's a program where we are interviewing people we believe are pushing the industry now. We believe they've made some big differences in the industry, especially in the mining and petroleum industry, and trying to let the world know who they are. So this afternoon we are privileged to meet with Mr. Agyemang Okyere. He's the mine manager of Bogoso Gold, now Golden Star Resources. Chief, thanks for having us today.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So you are one of the sharpest brains in the industry now. How did it begin? I mean, how did your interest in the mining industry begin in the first place? Can you tell us a little about it? I mean, I can say so much about it.
My interest in mining actually started way back before I even got admission to the University of Mines and Technology. I had a cousin who did a course in mining engineering, and after his program from School of Mines, I saw how he was able to progress in terms of getting a better standard of living, in terms of remuneration. So I got closer and I inquired, and he said the mining industry is a very interesting area, and should I get the opportunity to go to the university, these are the areas I should be looking at. So I had that at the back of my mind. So when I finished my A-level education in Ghana secondary school, it was time for me to select a program. I remember what he told me. So I chose mining engineering, and thanks to God I was able to complete the program successfully. But unfortunately, when we completed, that was when the gold price had hit a decline.
Yes, yeah.
Somewhere in 2001. So it was very difficult to get a job in the mining industry. So after my national service at Ministry of Defense at Spema Camp, I had to do some teaching for 3 years whilst I looked for a job in the mining industry. And fortunately, in 2005, March 2005, Golden Star Bogoso Prestea Ltd, which is this company, employed me as a control room officer. That was the basics where you start from normally when you are employed as a mining engineer in the company. And then from there, I think a year or two, I was moved to the planning department as a planning engineer, where I understudied other senior mining engineers like Bonkus and co. I developed interest in the planning job. But I realized I also needed a bit of field experience to have a three-dimensional view of the operation, because with planning background alone, it's not good enough for you to make practical plans and designs. So when I became the senior planning engineer a couple of years afterwards, I was moved to the field operations as a senior shift supervisor, where I gained a lot of experience in practical mining and the challenges in mining and what to do to overcome such challenges. And from there, years down the line, I was also promoted to the mine superintendent position, which was around 2011, thereabout. And now the mine manager of Golden Star Bogoso Prestea Ltd.
The smart thing you did going for mining engineering, listening to the advice the guy gave you. But then were you looking at coming this far?
Not really. Because I stayed in the house for about 3 years after my national service, before I had a job. And the quest to work like a madman was there, because I really had financial challenges, and I saw this as an opportunity to give it my best shot. So right from the word go, I gave it my best shot. I worked extremely hard at all the stages. I never became complacent. but I also think God played a part. And I was lucky to rise through the ranks really fast.
The state of the industry over the years.
The state
So what do you think has changed? Are we getting there? Are we already in professionalism? Do we still have a long way to go? From your observation?
I think products from WAIMM have done extremely well over the years. And when you look at other mining companies, both in Ghana and outside, we have mining engineers who are playing very important roles as high as general managers, mine managers, mine superintendents, and other disciplines, chief geologists, and you find them all over the country, outside the country in Africa, and even in the United States and Canada. We still have some of our products doing extremely well there. So I would say we are more professionals, we work like true professionals, and we haven't dropped the ball. And that's the more reason why they are even giving Ghanaians the opportunity to fill positions like mine manager. In the past, it was extremely difficult. You must be thrice as good as an expatriate to be able to fill the position last. But thank God, with the kind of training we had way back in the university, I would say we are doing well. We are working more as professionals.
Actually, this is a quick one, but I know you are not finished yet. But what are some of the most important highlights in your career so far?
My highlights has been trying to taking advantage of every opportunity that is presented to me and making the most of the opportunities that come along in life. And humility is also another skill, and I think humility and willingness to learn new things, new technologies, has really helped and has played some. When I joined the company, little did I know I'll be able to rise to this level that fast. But I had some opportunities like joining consultants when I was the senior chief supervisor to undertake a continuous improvement project. That was around 2008. And when I worked with those consultants who were expatriates to undertake that project, I learned a lot. I had a lot of experience. How to identify opportunities, to control costs, to improve on productivities of operations, to cut down, to make cost savings. So I actually used that in my career development, always seeking for opportunities. And that is one of the reasons why I've been able to come this far. And that group was Highland Group, whose area of specialty is to take up, or they normally come in to look at the operations, how the systems in an organization, and identify opportunities to improve, make the system more cost-effective, efficient, and more productive. And training human resource base to also enhance and help make the system work.
But I'm still trying to find a way to work because you are highly productive. I'm just wondering how you can split your time between field work and then office work as well, administrative work as well. And dealing with all these consultants. I mean, how do you do it? What are the tools you work with?
24 hours is good enough time for you to be able to meet your daily goals. It's all about properly utilizing your time and making sure all the details are followed up. You cannot excel in the mining industry. It has the practical aspect and then the theoretical aspect. What happens out there in the field has a direct impact on the overall performance of the operation. So it's always good to have one eye in the office to do the administrative work, and also have one eye out there in the field to make sure that schedules and plans, areas that needs to be mined, the sequencing of the mining are being followed, whether it's owner mining or contract mining. You will have supervisors and superintendents, but that does not mean you must keep an eye off what happens out there, because any mistake has significant impact on the business. So you try to apportion your time such that once a while you can pop out, go into the field and make sure they are working safely. Safety is the most important thing. Safely and productively. That's the only way you can make profit. So this is the kind of attitude I have adopted over the period, and it's actually yielding good dividends.
And actually, what has been your inspiration in all of this? What's really motivated you?
I'm motivated by achieving results. I'm a results-oriented person. Being promoted to positions is not enough, but achieving results is what gives me satisfaction or fulfillment. So the quest to always achieve results is there. So I always make sure targets we have set for ourselves are being followed through and consistently being achieved. And that has also helped me in my career development. That has always been the hallmark, and I'll be happy to share with you that about a year and a half down the lane, somewhere in 2015, as a business, we realized we couldn't continue with the sulfide operation because of the high operational cost in terms of the power cost and the complexity of the extraction of the gold. So we got to a stage where our the operational cost was so high that we were not making profit. So the company decided to change the strategy to look at other alternatives, how we can sustain and keep our heads above water. So we decided to go the outside campaign. We carried the message to our COO, CEO, they bought into it, even though some of them were not fully, in support, but they were not sure what the outcome would be. But we took up the challenge, and it was at the time that most of the management, the managers were blacks or Ghanaians for that matter. So it was a challenge for us to leave a legacy and also make history. So we came together as a one unit, we worked as a team. We started the Prestea project, which was the oxide project, somewhere June 2015. And right from June 2015 to now, quarter by quarter, we have exceeded our targets in terms of gold production over and above our forecast and budget numbers. And we are in the position to repeat same for the last quarter of 2016. And you know what that means. It translates into something at the back of the end of the year. So these are some of the things. When you are focused and you work extremely hard, challenges will come though, but you don't need to give up. You need to keep keeping on until you see the results at the end of the day. But there is always light at the end of the tunnel.
I know you to be safety conscious and also production conscious. What are your thoughts on strict safety practices? Do you think is it hurting or is it making our industry?
Yeah, it's helping our industry. Without safety, we don't have a business. Because no matter the ounce of gold you pour, you cannot buy human life or replace a deformity. So the most important thing as far as mining industry or any other industries is concerned is safety. When the safety policies and procedures are followed through, production will be a matter of course. You wouldn't have to enforce yourself. But when the systems work, production targets will be achieved normally without any any extra work.
I definitely agree with you.
And human life is always the most important thing. After human life comes equipment, safety of equipment, because they are so expensive when you come to the mining. They are heavy duty equipment that are so expensive. So if they are not taken good care of, then it's difficult for the investor to recover his investment within the life of the project. So these are the key things that we need must be at the back of your mind as you work along to make sure the operations are safe, equipment and properties are protected, and production will take its normal course.
Given the opportunity, would you want to see anything being done different in the industry? Is there something you've researched and you think would probably have been done differently to save so many things, especially in this era of sustainability?
In this era, where we find ourselves, because of the decline in the gold price, things we used to do 5 years, 6 years ago, where cost, we don't pay particular attention to cost. When you do same now, it will be extremely difficult for you to sustain the business. So the gold price you have no control over.
Yes.
But where you have control is the cost, the operational cost. So you need to keep an eye on what you can do to improve and to reduce your operational cost. By that, no matter how low the gold price goes, with the right systems and the right controls, and also always looking out for opportunities to improve, I think the mining industry still has a long way to go and work so.
Yeah, I would even want to tie in with this one here. What are you hoping to achieve in your current position, especially towards the sustainability of the industry?
Yeah, in my current position is to try and keep this business going, so we can always give jobs to those who still have interest in mining, who want to be part of the mining industry, especially those out there in the universities. If we do not sustain this business and the business dies, then we are depriving them of the opportunity to get jobs in future. So these are the things we really need to pay attention to do whatever we can within our means, not to shut the business down, but to try and continuously sustain the business wherever we find ourselves.
Let's get to you now. What do you do when you are not thinking about production and operations?
Anything outside business, one of my interests is to go to the gym, work out a little bit to burn some calories to stay in shape. And I'm also a bit more religious. Being close to God by going to church to take because I take my inspiration from God. He is the source of our strength. So I always make sure I have time to also go to church and have a fellowship with the other brethren. Aside that, what I like most is soccer. And my team is Manchester United. We are not doing well now, but I know it will get better with time. Mourinho is just putting things in place, and very soon we'll bounce back, so that all our enemies will be put to shame.
Let's go to the funny bit now. What's something about you that was surprised our viewers?
This is a very difficult question to answer. Let me see. Surprise viewers.
It's like dancing.
I'm not a good dancer. You want me to do something funny? I don't think you would want to see my dance. I'm not a very good dancer.
And then, what's the message you want to give to industry professionals towards
what
those
I
in
want-
school, those
what I want to
professionals
say
now?
is that the biggest challenge now in the mining industry is the gold price. Unfortunately, we have no control over it. It's beyond all of us. So that we can't do anything about. But what we can do as a business, as a group of professionals, when we find ourselves in key positions, is to always make sure that we have our costs under control. If you can control your cost and keep your cost as low as possible, the gold price can fall, can come down, can go up. When it goes up, the best. But when it comes down, it gives you an opportunity to still make marginal profits to stay in business. Otherwise, if you don't approach the business with that attitude, and we still want to do business as usual, then it will be very difficult to make profit margins and to sustain the business. For that matter, the mining industry will die. We've seen what has happened to some of the companies. We are all witness to the challenges they have had, and for that matter, they have shut down. Now we have very few companies still surviving. So we need to still, just having the cost under control is not enough. But looking for ways to make things better at a cheaper cost, at a lower cost. That's the only way we can grow this business.
Viewers, we are having a close and personal interaction with Agyemang Okyere, the mine manager of Golden Star Bogoso, Prestea Ltd. And then he believes that as professionals, we need to be humble. We need to have the can-do spirit. We need to be willing to learn new things. We need to also properly utilize our time, because that, he believes, will give us the results we need. Is there anything else you think we should be doing as professionals?
I think that is enough for now. Yeah, and we also need to look at what happens elsewhere. What technologies are being applied elsewhere in other companies, and see what you can also bring to bear to your company to help transform or improve on what the existing infrastructure and systems that work there. So we need to be drawing synergies from other companies that will also help us improve as a team.
For those who don't know, Mr. Okyere is also a governing council member of WAIMM. He is part of the team that is trying to enhance professionalism in our industry, make sure things work. But I want to ask you, or get it from you. Given the opportunity, would you have preferred a different career apart from mining?
No, I'm so rooted. I'm deeply rooted in mining that I'm sure in my adrenaline, you see traces of mining in the blood. That even my children are beginning to take interest in mining. Where I have two daughters. Sometimes when you leave your boots, safety boots, they come and they say, "Oh, I'm also going to work." So it's something that I'm sure is going to go down the family line. Mining is interesting. Mining is fun. Mining is challenging. It gives you the opportunity to think, resolve issues. It always puts you on your toes. But there is no one way. The dynamics are so enormous. But it always keeps you thinking of what to do to improve and to make your operation efficient and cost effective. And that's the challenge I always want. I don't want to sit at a place and not have challenges. Otherwise, you underutilize your abilities, God-given talent, and that is it's waste of talent. Where I find myself, Bogoso, we know the history. We've gone through a lot of difficult times, but with the teamwork, the kind of teamwork we have, and the kind of talent and human resource base we have, we've been able to go past our challenges and manage to sustain the business.
Good. Let's meet our challenges head on and solve it.
Thank you very much.